This is Bishop Dr. Truman Burst. Master Herbalist, coming to you from Good Shepherd Ministries. All right, then it goes on in this report to talk about all of the accomplishments of our impressive FDA, which is the servant of the pharmaceutical industry. They are paid billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars and get all kinds of awards and this and that from the pharmaceutical industry to stop you from finding out what you could do naturally. They want you to have no choice. So chemotherapy deaths are right close to about 20 million at this point. 20 million chemo deaths. Doctor-caused deaths, about 15 or 20 million. Hospital air deaths, about 7 to 10 million. Adverse reaction to their drugs, about 3 or 4 million every year. Medical error deaths, about 2 to 3 million. SSRI deaths, about 1 million. It goes on and on and on and on and on. It doesn't end. The FDA is so guilty of so many deaths, and they don't care. They're rich. They're highly paid. They wear $3,000 suits. I know, because when they took me to court, the guy was wearing looked like a $3,000 suit to me. Mine was off the rack from Goodwill, and I won that case. By the way, I defeated the FDA in court, and that chief federal judge of the Western United States told the FDA to never come back into her courtroom again and go after potato chip manufacturers and leave natural remedies alone. And by the way, she said, I'm serious. Go after potato chip manufacturers. Don't come back into my courtroom anymore. They couldn't believe it. Now, it's also known there in Phoenix and other listeners that since 1925, and probably before that, it's been known for a fact that starving the body of sugar, carbohydrates, kills cancer cells anywhere in the body. So you just start starving your body of carbs and you're starving the cancers. They must have acid. They love white sugar. Oh man, they'll give you a big tumor for that, or a cancer. And it goes back in again and talks about after we've talked about the carbohydrates, sugars, eliminate them from your diet. Be very modest with the amount of fruit that you're eating if you've got a cancer. And it goes on to talk about that, make lifestyle changes and the whole food and plant meal plans and recipes. And it goes on. And it talks about an herbal formulation that is a group of anti-cancer herbs all combined together, like soursop, graviola, like turmeric, like dandelion, like frankincense and boswellia. And there's an Essiac formulation that comes from the old school of Rene Cossey, the nurse who developed a formulation by talking to the Ojibwa Indians. And I got the same formulation from an Iroquois Indian who also knew the Ojibwa formula. So we have it here. Here's the Essiac formula. And it's the original one, not one that's been changed around a few times. And frankincense, boswellia, the medicinal uses of this biblical herb, frankincense. It's been used in aromatherapy, arthritis, bronchitis, cuts and wounds, facial care, pain relief, rheumatoid arthritis, frankincense, boswellia. The properties in it are analgesic, it gets rid of pain, anti-inflammatory, reduces inflammation, anti-cancer, destroys cancer cells, anti-rheumatic, helps to get rid of rheumatism, aromatic, that means it has a good scent, astringent, means it dries up the tissues, it's a circuscent, it's a diuretic, it's a meditation herb, it's a sedative, it's a uterine tonic, it's a vulnerary, boswellia, frankincense. And you can even use the oil, frankincense oil, sometimes referred to as olibanum, is a common type of essential oil used in aromatherapy that can offer a variety of health benefits, helping relieve chronic stress, anxiety, reducing pain and inflammation, and boosting the immune system, and even fighting cancer. We're talking about boswellia, aka also known as the biblical herb frankincense. Then there's turmeric, which is anti-inflammatory. We already talked about colloidal silver water and pregnenolone. But what if there's a lot of stress? What if somebody is really stressed out? Then let's reach for some GABA. That's an amino acid. Gamma amino butyric acid. It's used for anxiety and stress and brain function and ADD. GABA, G-A-B-A. It's also useful in enlarged prostate in men. So it can have to reduce that prostate size. And because it plays a role in the mechanism of regulating the release of sex hormones, it also balances that out. So GABA is a very safe amino acid to put you in a good mood. Those super green foods, I can't say a nice things about them. That Intramax with over 415 ingredients, that's incredible. Acidophilus powder that gives you the natural bacteria in your stomach, the colostrum that boosts your immune system. There is a black salve. If you have an external cancer, a wound, a tumor in your arm or your chest or somewhere, there is a black salve, and you would want to know about that. Ginsengs are also considered some of the best tonics because they help to protect against radiation damage and stress. Ginsengs, so I combined 6 of them together, and it works against fatigue and also against high blood sugar. And that's the other thing. There is a colon and liver cleansing liquid that cleans out the liver. And then there's a special fiber that absorbs all the toxins. So that's how you do that. You're cleansing, you're detoxifying, you're getting rid of all these things, you're putting all these nutrients in. All of a sudden, you got a whole new body. And there's a gland rejuvenator that would be very valuable for somebody who's pre-diabetic or almost diabetic, because then you're not going to be diabetic, and diabetes goes away in 3 to 6 weeks with the tools that I use. And that happens every day. And then there's a heavy metal detox that would go along with that oral chelation that Doc Miles has there or knows about and can hook you up with. That heavy metal detox is another formula that would work along and even be helpful to his oral chelation system. So yes, it can be a part of that. Absolutely. So now you've seen a cancer report. You've seen a Make Lifestyle Changes report. But you haven't seen the diabetes report, and we're running out of time. So that's a report that you would want to go on herbalhealthreview.com. And if you're doing the things that we just talked about, then you would only need a few things in the diabetes report, and they would not be able to find any diabetes, let alone pre-diabetes. They will just tell you, you don't have it, we can't find it, it ain't there. And that's the diabetes report. And the kidney bladder report, if the kidney bladder is involved, because very often it is. And that's where you bring in these types of things, a kidney bladder report, and you get the kidneys going. You make sure that liver is going with that colon and liver cleansing liquid and that fiber. And you're cleaning the blood and you're working on the nutrition. How can you be unhealthy? You can't. You can't be unhealthy when you know that you have all those tools. Is there any more questions, brother? By the way, do you have my telephone number? In Phoenix. Are you with me? I don't think. Yeah, do you have my telephone number? Okay, good. So you can give me a call, and I would be glad to coach you through what we just talked about and make sure you're on the right track. Then, whenever you get any of the products that I've talked about, you call me on the telephone. You say, Truman, these products just arrived. What do you think? And I say, okay, let's go over each one individually, and then you know exactly what to do. And then maybe a few days later, you call me back and say, you'd say, hey, Truman, I'm calling you back because I forgot what you said. And then I help you again, and I help you, and I help you, and I help you until you are very familiar with what to do, and you're already out there showing other people how to get rid of cancer, diabetes, heart disease, whatever it is. You're out there helping other people. And that's the way it goes, bro. That's right. 503-362-5899 reaches me anywhere in the world. And if you want to talk with Doc Miles, and Doc Miles is a super, super healer. So he's a good guy. You could get the both. You know that I'm only going to ask you one time for $100. And if you can't afford to give me $100 one time, I would even take it in payments. But I do need the money, to keep doing this ministry. And Doc Miles does the same thing. He only asks for $100 one time. Then he'll be with you, coach you, help you. Then you got two people, and it's cost you a couple of $100. But I'll tell you what, that's probably less than it would cost if you went out to a couple of fancy restaurants a couple of times. What do you think? His number, I'm glad you asked me that again. Doc Miles' telephone number is 512-868-9867. That's 512-868-9867. And give him a call, because he's a great helper. He's got lots and lots and lots of ideas. And between the two of us, we could probably turn you into Superman. You're not laughing. There you go. Okay, I finally got a laugh out of you. I was beginning to wonder if I could get a laugh out of you. Okay, hey, we coming to the top of the hour, and now it's time to turn the microphone over and have a closing prayer. And we have an absolutely wonderful minister that's with us, and that is a brother, a prophet, Elijah Beecham, out there in Pike Road, Alabama, at the Word of Life Ministry in Pike Road, Alabama. And I just love this man so much. He gives us a closing prayer that is absolutely touches my heart every single time. And I'm going to push the button over here, and I'm going to find him. I'm going to find him here. Where is he? There he is, right there. I'm clicking on that, and you can call him too. You should. If you are over there in the Alabama area, or if you just want to call up and listen to a man who can pray so beautifully, well, then you call Prophet Elijah Beecham, and his phone number is 334-868-3881. That's 334-868-3881. Pastor, Prophet Elijah Beecham, my dear friend, are you there? I am so blessed, and we got a lot of information out there today, and that gentleman, Taurine, out there in Phoenix, Arizona, he was just asking a lot of good questions, which led to a lot of answers that I'm praying helped a lot of people. But, sir, could you please give us one of your wonderful closing prayers? Could you please do that? All praises to the Most High. Oh, what a wonderful, wonderful prayer. Prophet Elijah out there in Pike Road, Alabama, telephone number 334-868-3881. Prophet Elijah, we love you. Bless you, brother. And we'll talk with you all. Every Thursday, we're here for you. I'm opening up all the mics that we can say shalom to everybody. Shalom and shalom. Thanks for joining us. And then you're talking about cancer, and you're talking about how do you avoid it. So you go to the website herbalhealthreview.com. When you're on the website herbalhealthreview.com, you click on common conditions. And once you're on the common conditions report, the first report that comes up is make lifestyle changes. That is the perfect diet to increase your immune system, get the most nutrition and nourishment with the least amount of work with your body. So first thing in the morning, all these immune system herbs and supplements and nutrients, and you're drinking a big 16-ounce glass of water, and maybe you got a slice of lemon in it, so you're driving it a bit alkaline, and it's pure water with minerals, and now that little slice of lemon, and you're sipping on 16 ounces of water. Now you're on your way to defeating and setting the stage for cancer not to be there. If you don't want cancer, then you want a diet like this kind of a diet. Because the first thing that it's saying is drink 16 ounces of water that's got minerals in it, and start sipping on that, and it's got a slice of lemon and it's alkaline, and you're taking a couple of drops of B12 and folic acid, which fights cancer and makes your brain smarter. And then you're taking 50. Yeah, I know that's a lot, but we're only going to do it for 15 days. I said 50 drops of liquid sunshine. That's vitamin D3. That's going to boost the immune system. And we're going to only do it for 15 days. 50 drops for 15 days. On the 16th day, you're taking not 50 drops anymore. Now you're going to drop back. You've loaded it up. You've increased your immune system. Now let's maintain it with 10 drops of liquid sunshine, vitamin D3. Now you're getting a real healthy dose. And then if you want to boost your hormones or reduce stress in your life, well, you can take some pregnenolone, and because that's what reduces stress, and fulvic acid, because that's hyaluronic acid. That's an ancient forest that's had land masses packing down the forest and smashing it down till the forest becomes shale. They mine the shale, they turn it into liquid. Now you got a liquid forest with every vitamin, every mineral, every herb, every nutrient. I mean, it is rich. And so you're taking some of that, a little bit of maybe 10, 15 drops of fulvic acid. And then you're taking an herbal supplement called Intramax. Intramax is the greatest multiple vitamin in the world. It is the greatest multiple vitamin in the world. It has over 415 all organic super ingredients. When you look at the list, when you click on Intramax and you look at all the things that's in it, you say, wow, it's 415 ingredients. It takes up several pages, and it's all liquid, and you hold it in your mouth, and it goes directly into your bloodstream. And that's the beauty of liquid supplements. If it's a liquid and you're putting it on your tongue and it's going sublingually underneath your tongue into your bloodstream, that is the state-of-the-art delivery system, and you're going to get more nutrition than if you took a capsule or a tablet or drank an herbal tea. Once you get that concentrated liquid nutrients in an extract and you putting those drops on your tongue, that is going directly into your bloodstream, and it is the powerhouse way to take your supplements. So the next thing after the Intramax, if you want to boost up your immune system, what mom does, what mother does with the newborn baby, is the first thing that comes into mother's breast is colostrum. Colostrum is all the immune factors, and baby is immunized. Then baby gets that rich milk that mama makes, and baby is happy. And there are supplements. If the milk isn't rich enough and the baby's not sleeping through the night, there's a milk increase where you're increasing the quality and the quantity of milk so a baby can be satisfied, so mom and dad can get some sleep at night instead of the baby yelling for more milk because it's hungry because it's not rich enough. But you can make it rich. And there's also another formulation for mom. If mom says, okay, I'm through breastfeeding now, but the milk's still coming in, then we give her a milk decrease herbal formula, and it shuts the milk down, and mom doesn't have to be sore or unhappy. She's just done, you know. And then the next thing after that colostrum and that we're taking to increase the immune system here, because these are the things you do first thing in the morning, and they go bam, bam, bam. You're just taking this one, a little squirt of this, little. The next thing is the nice bones, that calcium and magnesium, and it's high tech calcium and magnesium. It's calcium citrate, ammoniate, lysine, chelate. So it's so it's multiply chelated. So you're really going to absorb this high-tech, high-quality type of products. So you're taking maybe one or two nice bones in the morning, and you're taking about 2 or 3 at bedtime. You may not need the ones in the morning. If you have any cramping at all, you might want to increase the magnesium a little bit and stay with just 3 CalMags at night. And if you have any cramping, then take an extra magnesium in the morning, and that will get rid of cramps, and it will also loosen the bowel movement to where you're cleaning out easier. It works on the muscular system. It works on the heart. That magnesium is a wonderful mineral that helps the heart muscle, helps you to relax all your muscles, and helps you to have an easier bowel movement. A lot of people who have constipation, and I'm running into it here in Jamaica all over the place. I'm looking at about 95% of the population has constipation. They're eating macaroni and cheese and clogging themselves up. They don't drink enough water, and they can't go to the bathroom, and they can't figure out why. And so I have to give them an herbal tea that retrains the bowel to go back to work again, and it's called number 4110 CACT. And I'm running into this all over the place here. But the next thing after the nice bones is something that the doc just mentioned. It's betaine HCl. 650 milligrams, 180 tabs. That's if you're taking one in the morning and one at night, and then, well, actually, you should be taking one with each meal. So that it'll break down and digest all the calcium, and so one with each meal. So that betaine HCl, you're going to be taking 3 of them a day, and then if you run into a time where you slipped, and you ate some French fries, and it gave you this horrible indigestion, so then you're going to grab 2 of those betaine HCl 650 milligrams, and you're going to take 2 of them, and at least 8 to 12 ounces of water. And in 5 minutes, you no longer have indigestion. You're done. Then you get back on your regimen, and when you smell those French fries, and you say, "Oh, I think I want some of those," you'll remember what they do to you, and you say, "I think I'll pass on the French fries. Thank you anyway." And so that's something that you should be taking, is the betaine HCl, and it's listed there. Then there's the good C, and 1,000 to 2,000 milligrams every 4 hours, because every 4 hours, if you've taken 1,000 or 2,000 milligrams, it's gone. It's used it up. It says, "I want more." But most people aren't listening, so they don't give it more. They might give them 1,000 in the morning, maybe 1,000 at night, but they're missing the other times. And if they've got health issues, that's not helping. That's barely helping a little bit, and then letting you hit the wall. So good C, vitamin C, I take 2,000 milligrams every 4 hours that I'm awake. If I'm going to go to bed and I haven't been up for that other 4 hours, I'm going to go to bed. I'm not going to worry about it. But if I'm awake, I'm going to take another dose of vitamin C, a couple of thousand milligrams every 4 hours.